Hey guys, this is David from I Am Vanguard with another PiP Showdown. It's gonna be Eradicators versus Jewel Knights. This is gonna be English format decks, so I'm pretty sure most of you know what the effects do already. We are just waiting on set 15 stuff right now. Me and Daniel are just waiting for set 15. Just gonna order a bunch of stuff for you guys, so you guys have more stuff to see. But in the meantime, you guys can enjoy the English format deck matchup, and not gonna bore you guys with the details how it went. I'm gonna start about the video about now. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with Linchu, and Daniel starts off with Tiffany. So I mean, this is probably gonna be a little longer game than I expected, because I mean, Daniel did really well with this guarding, and then Daniel has a different tech of running his Jewel Knights. It's not gonna be just all Jewel Knight. He's gonna make a mix. He attacks. I take damage because I want Linchu to have, I want Lynch to hit and have a counter blast open. Daniel's gonna take a no guard. I hit a critical, he takes 2 damage. Produce Lynch's effect and retire Tiffany because later game it's gonna be annoying. But in Daniel's case, it didn't really matter because he had Sybil in his hand, so he's gonna counter blast 2 and call next for rear. So Daniel's strategy here is he's gonna try to assemble cards on the field, while my strategy is I try to retire his stuff, and he's obviously gonna try to gain more, want him to disadvantage at this point. So, it's gonna be a little boring in the middle of the game, but I'm gonna do my best to entertain you guys. He's gonna attack. I'm gonna take a no guard because it is more than I can guard. Stand. I'm gonna ride into Gauntlet Buster at this point because that's the grade 3 I had in my hand. Gonna call Thunder Boom Dragon and call Shuki in the back. Gonna make an attack for 18. Sybil's an 8k, so it's gonna be harder for him to guard. He hits a +5, so it's probably gonna be a 5k block for him, which with the hand advantage that he has at the moment, it's gonna be a 5k block. He guards with the Sybil, which makes sense because he already used one of his Sybil's effects, so he does not have counter blast open, so there's no need for him to have an 8k attacker on his field. He's gonna call out his cards. He wrote into Salome or Salame, can't pronounce it right, but he's gonna make an attack. I'm gonna no guard at this point. So we're gonna be 3-on-3. He's gonna attack, and I'm gonna make an easy guard. And now I'm gonna try to push him a little bit. I'm gonna start calling cards that can retire his units because I want him to set down more cards. So I want to give him like slots that he has to fill up. I think at this point I was running 1 Thunder Boom and 2 Suiten. So yeah, so that should be the 1 Thunder Boom I have, which is really good. I mean, Thunder Boom is gonna be easier for me to hit Salome because it's a 10k Vanguard. So I attack. I'm like, okay, it's a 10k Vanguard, whatever. I mean, just gonna start off with an attack. He's not gonna guard for Gauntlet Buster. I hit a heal, so I give the power to the rear guard just in case I can hit again. But he hits a trigger, unfortunate. So he's gonna be 15 while I'm on 14. So that's pretty much how the attack went there. But I mean, Cho's fine there because he did his job of retiring 1 unit, and he's gonna do an intercepting. So it's gonna be a little easier for me to attack, intercept, and block his attacks later on. I am at 2, he's at 4. This is probably the scene where I thought that Salome had an effect where it has to be 3 or more rear guards to gain the crit, because I'm sorry, sometimes I just don't keep up with the stuff. Here I'm just gonna intercept with the 2 rear guards because it's an easy guard. So there you go, and then he's gonna attack. Here I thought it was a critical, so that's why I probably intercepted with my rear guard. So it's a misplay of my misunderstanding. So here he's gonna hit, and I thought it was 2 damage, and he's like, no, it doesn't have any extra crits because, you know, he needs 4 or more. So that's the part I didn't know, but I just decided to draw into it. So everyone was like, hey, you didn't know effects like that. I'm like, I mean, Jewel Knights are something that I don't keep track of, but Shuki gains effect because I did retire stuff. I'm gonna attack just to make another waterfall attack there. But he hits another trigger, which is unfortunate again, so I can't use my Cho to attack him for more. So I hit a draw trigger. I give power to Cho just in case I do hit another draw. But no, unfortunately I didn't hit any extra triggers. So I should have just gave it to the Vanguard, honestly. Try to bank it, but I mean I wanted him to drop more cards. So, and then he's gonna use Salame's effect, get an extra rear guard. He's gonna try to make Salome an extra critical Vanguard. So I mean, really for me, like having a unit having criticals consistently every single time is really good, because critical pressures the opponent to guard where they don't need to guard, unfortunately. Which, I mean, for me, I was in a bad situation because he's gonna try to pressure me a lot. So he's gonna try to attack with Salome and try to crit me first. So, and there are situations where if I didn't guard, I would have been like triple critted. So he attacks here. Here, I'm like, I mean, I don't want him to hit an extra critical and beat me there. So I wanted the match to at least go a decent way, which here I predicted right. So he hit a double critical and I had to guard the next attack because it was a double critical, so it would have been 3 damage. I used both of my perfect guards there. Right, so at this case now I'm like, okay, shit, well, he hit double crit, so I can't even use Gauntlet Buster's effect to retire spell. But I mean, I guess I'll try to attack the Vanguard because he is at 5 anyways. He's gonna intercept, and then I'm gonna attack with Gauntlet Buster, which he is at 5, so he is forced to guard. He's gonna use perfect guards because I do run 7 crits in the deck. Twin Drive, I get into 2 grade 3, so he's like, okay, well, kind of sucks for you, but you know, man, I'm just gonna try to attack you next turn also, but because I have 2 grade 3s, I only have 1 interceptor there, so I'm probably gonna intercept one of his weaker attacks, and then Daniel's gonna try to crit me with Salome. Sorry guys, it's like 1 o'clock at night. I'm trying to film. Got a long day, but he's gonna use his 10k attacker to get rid of my interceptor. He's gonna attack with Salome. I'd say no guard. I'm like, okay, whatever. He hits the draw trigger. He gets an extra draw, and I take 2 damage like a pro, or pro. But anyways, I just used my 15k block there. And I have the 2 grade 3s in my hand, as you know, so I'm just going to use them as attackers. So I'm going to call out Sweet Command on the rear. So it kind of shows all my 3 boss cards there. I kept the 2 cards in my hand so I can use Descendant's effect. I give Counterblast. It's going to be a +10 to Descendant, so Descendant is 21 by himself. Really pressuring for him. He is forced to guard, but Daniel's like, I mean, whatever, I have another perfect guard in my hand, so I hit a heal trigger. I give it to the rear guard because, you know, he's gonna. I was pretty sure he's gonna guard the next one because, I mean, not even the fact that he had a perfect guard, but with the cards that he had in his hand, I mean, he's like, okay, I have confidence of guarding an attack. Try me. So I'm like, I couldn't take the bluff, so I mean, I had to take the bluff at this point because he had extra cards. I attack again with the critical, but I hit another heal trigger, 10k. So it's gonna be a 28 to the Vanguard, which he's like, okay, I have enough cards, whatever for you. Unfortunate for you, I am gonna finish you is what he said in the. Well, I mean, he didn't say exactly like that, but that was basically the situation. So he's just gonna push at this point, use Tiffany's effect, give 3k to each of the front rear, which is good enough to hit me already. And he's just gonna call an extra card so he can hit me for harder attack. He's gonna attack with Salome. I'm gonna perfect guard because I had a perfect guard. I was hoping to hit some sort of, I mean, at least him not hitting triggers so I can guard and then take 1. So I was hoping here that I can hit any triggers, even a critical, even a heal, but whatever, I couldn't hit anything. I had a 10k in my hand, which here it didn't work. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. I know it was kind of like a weird match. Oh, I mean, it wasn't weird. I mean, we did what we can with the matchup. It was like 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock at night, so I mean, my narration's gonna be shit right now. But anyways, I tried my best for you guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Just comment, rate, subscribe down below. And as you see, I have some nice posters. So make sure you guys give a thumbs up for my new posters I have here. And Make sure you come by to Game Polish Chantilly like always. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So stay tuned on the channel. I'm gonna have more stuff up for you guys. So image the victory. I am Vanguard. Ciao.